Sorry, that's my wife calling.
This first priority.
Riyad has done enough. He has a lot of experience. We know what he can bring. So we want some other players also to get up some kind of a. The best way to prepare for a game is playing matches than practice. That is, if you think that way. In my career as well, we are not going to treat Ireland no less than how we prepared for England and mindset-wise. So we respect them, but we never fear them any team. So that's the only mantra we have. We respect every opposition, but we're trying to play our best cricket. And when we play our best cricket, I think we are good enough to win. I don't think so. I think it's a challenge for players and everyone, like skill-wise, because changing format to format is slightly different the way you approach mentally. Other than that, nowadays is scheduling as such, you be able to adapt. So you have never given me a chance to explain. You already said it, that your opinion. That's actually your opinion. I don't think he is past his prime. What we're trying to do is that expanding our pool of players before the World Cup. If in case if something happened close to the World Cup, and then there are enough players that we have seen and we can trust to do a job, do a role. So that's the opportunity. I mean, I'm rushed to do that because we got only 15 odd games, I think, leading up to the World Cup. So therefore, we are trying to give opportunity to the players that we think that can do the role. So Riyad is still in the mix. So that's the way we look at it. Freedom and go and play what they have been doing in local cricket. Because we have seen them in local tournament that what they can do. That's how we pick them. So because of their performance and because of their ability to bat certain way and ability to hold the record against pace and spin. So here only we are giving them the comfort or the mental, the confidence that they can do the same thing in the international level. So basically we are looking at who has that character. Because we know that they have done it, because we don't pick someone who has not scored runs or not taken wicket. So when we get guys who are performing in the local tournaments or the domestic tournament, we only see whether they have the character to do it in the international level. So it's important for us to know who are the players who have right character to win games, win tight situations. I'm not expert in that area, but looking at it, it looks good wicket to bat and score a lot of runs. At the same time, I think there's enough for the fast bowlers and the spinners. I always rate our spinners, always, because they're very tactically savvy as well as skillful. But this time, my fast bowlers have come the leads and bounds, so I'm very happy with that as well. Thinking of Mahmood, as I said, Riyad has done enough. He has a lot of experience. We know what he can bring. So we want some other players also to get up some kind of get up to the mark playing international cricket. Not in skill-wise, as I mentioned to him, Faizam, it's about seeing these guys have the character to do that level. So it doesn't mean that guy performed well, that Mahmudullah is finished. Which you mean, it's very good wicket. Looks like it's a belt of a wicket to bat and bowl, good contest for bat and bowl. The best way to prepare for a game is playing matches than practice. The cricket is the only game you can't practice the way you want to play, isn't it? We practice in the net, but playing matches is the best way to prepare for the game. Both. Winning is always, that's our aim, whoever we play. And I don't agree with your first statement. No team is easy team in this international cricket. I think if you know your stats, they beat England during the World Cup, I think, isn't it? They beat them. Yeah, so on their day, any team can beat anyone. So that's the way we treat. So we try to expand our pool regardless of who we play, and we try to win. If you remember the series, we won the last game of the one day, and then that momentum carried to T20. So, sorry, that's my wife calling.
This first priority.
So that's the momentum we carried on to the T20. Health, it's not fitness. He's, I think, having some kind of a viral infection, and he's going to bat and do some fielding today, and we'll make the call after that. There's no concern in any of the person's batting position. Whatever is good for the team, we're trying to get people in. Afif didn't have. I don't think he had the best tournament that last series that he wished for, and we want to see. So he has to improve, or he has to get back to his best form that he has shown before. I think he impresses me really a hell of a lot. Because if you remember the first T20, his start gave us a lot of momentum, and looking at the body language, and then after speaking to some of the staff and the players, and they actually were surprised the way we approached, and he was the one who started. So in that way, I talk about looking at characters. Those are the things that I'm looking at a lot more than runs and wickets, because we all know that can go up and down. But if the players show good character and strong will to come and perform what they're doing in domestic cricket, that's all about we want. You rightly say that he has batted well every place that he batted, and whatever the place that help us to win games, he will bat going forward. That's the big picture. Any of the guys have anything about asking me about the bowlers, because they did really well. If I have more games, they will play a lot more games. So I'm trying to get that area also, give them more game time for us to see, or for them to get confident about themselves, and us to see that how they can handle. The way he handled that pressure overs in 3 ODI is very impressive. That's the very reason that not that he picked, he was rested. So we want to manage him. He's one of our strike bowlers, and he's world class. He bowled quick as anyone in that series. We wanted to manage him and Fees because there's a lot of cricket coming for all of them, and then that allows us to give more game time for the other fast bowlers as well. Yeah. So yes, Taijul is the same as what we're doing with the other players as well. Trying to expand our bowling. Taijul is our test number 1 bowler, so he played against England, bowled really well. He did really well, so we know that he's ready. So if we wanted to give Nasum a go and this series and see how he goes, and if he really do well, then we have 2 opportunities, like 2 ready guys leading up to the World Cup.